All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We first like to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem,
To Yahweh,
Yahushua,
Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh.
Bahashem, Rakar Kadash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who taught us this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akium, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning. The Aqua, to you also I say Shalom. It is your brother, Ratazakabar,
And Hadab Yarbad.
back with another lesson through the spirit, man. And title of the lesson being various topics in the news. Just want to cover some of the things that's been going on in the world, you know what I'm saying, going on this past week and whatnot. Uh, a lot of brothers have been putting out lessons and stuff like that concerning World War III, this being the end, things centered around doomsday, Armageddon, right? Things of that nature. And we know the times and the seasons that we're in, that those type of prophetic events is right for the season, man. Right? Or right there, you know, you have people worried about different type of things that don't really matter in the current state of period of time that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? Really, things that are vain and meaningless that occupy the minds of daily people that really don't matter. We have wars going on around the world. We're very close to there potentially being a draft, which I'm
Jake consumed in vanity.
yeah, we're very close to there being a draft right now. I was just talking to uh, a girl last night that I'm cool with, and she pretty much was telling me about how she's not going to be coming back to school next semester, even though I won't be here anyways. But she said she wasn't coming back to school next semester because she has to go do 20 weeks worth of training in the National Guard. And what these people don't realize is that they're about to be joining into a battle, into a war that that Esau Edom in itself cannot remove his neck from. Right? So these people are pretty much going to be signing up and getting deleted. And this is Jake I'm talking about. I know somebody that just enlisted in the Air Force and just uh, got into that within like this year, this beginning of this year too. More and more people joining in this war, and as it says, they're gonna fall with America, right? Because this place is going down. The judgment that the Lord have in store for this place is inevitable, and it's been built up over numerous years. So there is no getting out of this ass whooping that the Lord is about to bring upon this place. So going into me mentioning the draft, I wanted to play this video that one of the brothers posted on Instagram real quick just to start it off. Then I'm gonna just kind of highlight some of the current events that's been going on via the AI overview. So
Do we need to
I'm
read
like,
the copyright disclaimer?
yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get that. 'Cause it's like a news type of video, like a news report.
Do you see? I think it might have been Colonel McGregor said that if America try to do a land invasion on Iran, I'll be saying it wrong. It's Iran. On Iran, it's gonna take 3 million soldiers,
I didn't know
and they
that.
say throughout the whole military number like 1.5, so 1.5 million soldiers. So yeah, death dates coming, and they saying that draft gonna take place probably by December. Let me get the disclaimer.
Now in this video, they saying it might take place in April. So who knows? Are they trying to get it rolled out by April? So
Okay, we're talking about the draft or the invasion.
no, the
Can you
draft.
see that?
Oh, let me add you up to the screen. My bad.
Oh, the
Go ahead.
draft in April.
Yeah.
Let me see. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. This is for news reporting and educational purposes only. Fair use is in full effect. Okay.
All right. So we'll go ahead and play this video real quick. Says Trump draft warning, professor predicts riots and National Guard by April.
Hey.
You said what?
I said, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me just pull one scripture before you start, and then we'll. Oh yeah, that dude pretty good. He been coming out there. He getting a lot of Let me get this right quick.
A lot of traction.
You got me up on the screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what the prudent man is doing, as well as the prudent. Oh, this is NLT too. Let me get back to KJV. I'll read the NLT first. Isaiah 33:6, because we're going to use Isaiah 33:1 for this lesson too. Isaiah 33:6 NLT. In that day, he will be your sure foundation. Who? The Most High Power. Providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh will be your treasure. Let me get that in the KJV right quick. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. All right. That's what we're using. The wisdom and knowledge that we have gained by reading the Holy Scriptures and fearing the Lord to understand what's taking place on earth right now.
That's right. Yeah, so like the brother said, and I mentioned this as well when I was doing my walk and talk the other day, it's none of this stuff is surprising to us. None of it isn't anything that we haven't already mentioned or already talked about in the past. So right now we're just in a spirit of really just sitting back and waiting for these last few prophecies to come to pass and unfold, right? At the end of the day, the only people that are going to be surprised are the ones who chose not to listen when we told you these things aforetime. So it says,
correct.
It says, Professor predicts riots and National Guard by April. There's a strong possibility that Donald Trump will cope a national draft in.
Possibility that
they come out. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's okay.
They talking about sending is it 2,500 or 3,500 Marines to Cargo Island? I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's a little strip right over in Iran, where they house all their oil and ship it from, and they hit it, but they didn't hit the oil depots. Now they trying to take the island. But he talked about taking that island before he was even president. Go ahead.
The evil covetousness.
Yeah, they cover fields, man.
Possibility that Donald Trump will call a national draft in order to ensure the manpower to fight this war, then you will have rioting in the streets, you have massive violence, in which case the National Guard is deployed. There's a plan to deploy the National Guard to all major American cities by April. And so, unfortunately, America is probably going to suffer many years of sectarian violence. Not a full-fledged civil war, but maybe something along the lines of the Troubles in Ireland.
Now, of course, we know that is contrary to say, because there will be, a civil war, right? There will be civil war. It's going to go beyond, right, what he's saying, because we know that this is a time that we're in that's like never been seen since there was a people on the earth. So these type of scholars and stuff like that who have worldly knowledge, they can only predict so far, right? They don't have the type of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the brothers have or our teachers have and whatnot. And the spirit is not working with them, so they can't prophesy. So they really don't understand that it's going to be far worse than what they imagine or even think. You can see that in the movies that they make or the TV shows that they make, or they predict, they show, right, predictive programming, how the end of the world may be, or apocalypse or whatnot. But it's going to be far worse than that, because at the end of the day, that's a movie, right? They do a good job of predicting it, yeah, but it's going to be far worse than that, and they can't determine their outcome in this movie. This is the Lord's movie.
Yeah, Daniel 12:1. Niggas gonna be like no time like it ain't never been on earth, so nobody can describe what's gonna take place.
That's right. I'm gonna get this. This is the book Isaiah 19 in the Good News Translation. It says, verse 1. This is a message about Egypt, and if you all are aware, in the scriptures, Sodom, Salaki, Babylon the Great, in the scriptures is known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, this is Revelation 11:8. Just to back my point up before I get into the scripture, it says, verse 7. It says, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit, which is, the Roman Empire, shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which the great city is talking about Babylon the Great, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, right? Yahushua. I'm going to go back to Isaiah. They just said 30 people got injured in the Iranian missile strike. Israeli emergency services. Anyways, they just over there getting fucked up. Verse 1. This is a message about Egypt. The Lord is coming to Egypt, riding swiftly on a cloud, meaning the chariots. And there's been more chariot sightings as well, man. I seen a video of the chariots in the skies playing tag with each other, having fun. So just know, man, when them chariots start coming more and more, that's a good sign for us and a terrible sign for Esau Edom. Says the Egyptian.
And for 2/3 of Israel, they still don't believe.
Oh yeah, for sure. They come in the.
And I've been thinking about this too. The other nations too, just like it read in Jeremiah 30th chapter. All our enemies. Why you think them Palestinians over there getting fucked up? The Persians, the Iranians, the Americans, the whole little region over there. All our enemies gonna pay for what they did. Not because I know we always on Esau Edom, the so-called modern day white man, but we got beef with a lot of other nations too. The Moabites, Ammonites, the
Deuteronomy, the 23rd chapter.
Yeah, the Edomites, the modern day Persians, right? Ishmael. The Lord gonna take he got a beef with all y'all.
Yeah, none of these nations are innocent at all. I know we be on Esau Edom because that's the number one culprit. especially Amalek, the head tribe of Edom. But like the brother said, man, these other nations are not innocent either, right? They played a part in our downfall, and they benefited off of it as well.
Yeah.
They benefit off of it today. Just look at who
Well,
owns.
people over in Palestine, they've been going through hell.
Look at it in today's terms. Who benefits off of our communities right now? Moab, Elamites, Ishmaelites. They own the gas stations.
Gas
They own the
stations,
liquor
corner
stores.
stores, yeah.
All of that shit, right? The only
The
nation that
Chinaman,
really,
we in St. Louis, you got Chinamans everywhere. And man, we call the Chinese food stores Chinaman. So
yeah, and that's
you gotta
not
look-
it's not a racist term.
yeah, it's just like this what we call it, the Chinese food restaurant. We just call it the Chinaman.
But all of them people, been benefiting. Like what they said, blind leading the blind. He said, we spend our money. They said we spend our money with the Jacksons, send their kids to college, right? Same system, It's only like one nation that probably ain't gonna get it as bad as the other nations, and that's Japheth, because they barely mentioned in the scriptures.
Yeah, because they got pushed out to the Isles by the Edomites.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and they got their identity stolen by Esau Edom too, the original Greeks. So I'm gonna get verse 1 again. It says, this is a message about Egypt, and it's talking about this is mentioning Babylon the Great being Egypt, right? Metaphorically. This is a message about Egypt. The Lord is coming to Egypt riding swiftly on a cloud, meaning the chariots. The Egyptian idols tremble before him, and the people of Egypt lose their courage, right? Like the brother was just saying. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, right? We're in a spirit of calmness right now and joy because of the things that's going on, while the other people in this society and in this kingdom are mourning, and they're about to mourn for real once the real stuff start popping off, especially Jacob's trouble. It says, verse 2, the Lord says, I will stir up civil war in Egypt, right? And turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor. Rival cities will fight each other, and rival kings will struggle for power. I'm going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale. They will ask their idols to help them, and they will go and consult mediums and ask the spirits of the dead for advice. I will hand the Egyptians over to a tyrant, to a cruel king who will rule them. I, the Lord Almighty, have spoken. Right? And right now, that cruel king is Nero Trump.
DJ. Hey, let's pull up to back you up, pull up second edges 15 and 11. The Nero Trump, boy, he going out just like Nero too. He can be hated amongst the people, and he gonna put the blame on who? The Israelites.
Second Ezra 15 and 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Right? And the plagues that Egypt was stricken with before is talking about ancient Egypt. But this is talking about Babylon the Great Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know we ain't talking about modern day Egypt, because modern day Egypt already fucked up. They're not even factored in the world stage of things. Nobody even consider Egypt when this Babylon the Great.
Yeah. And you're gonna hear him say that too in this video as well.
Oh,
You
said what?
No, go ahead.
All right.
Recall one battle after another. It's just a terrible movie, by the way, but it gives you insight into what a civil war might look like when you have these insurgent groups fighting against the state. So yeah.
But you expect the United States to hang together as a coherent nation state.
Listen, Tucker, the United States is the greatest nation in the world. The people are open generous, entrepreneurial, energetic. The resources of America are infinite. America is a kind of a fortress so that it's protected by two oceans. America doesn't have a peer competitor in North America and South America. And so, I mean, America, regardless of what happens, America will still come out doing pretty well just because of the pure energy and creativity of its people. So a strong possibility that Donald Trump will call a national draft in order to ensure the manpower to fight this war. Then you will have rioting in the streets. You have massive violence, in which case the National Guard is deployed. There's a plan to deploy the National Guard to all major American cities by April. And so, unfortunately, America is probably going to suffer a long, many years of sectarian violence. Not a full.
And as you can see, man, still pride, right? That guy's just pumping America up in the sense of he want to make these Edomites feel good, right? But there's nowhere in the scriptures that says that America is going to be doing well after the war, right? After Jacob's trouble, after the MOTB,
The third
after
row.
World War III, right? This place, the Lord's going to lay this land desolate, and it's never going to be inhabited again.
Yeah, and Moab gonna pay because they mimic Edom. They overdo it when they mimic Edom. They took they from Edom. And they mocked us every time we went into captivity. So they gonna get it.
No, I'm looking for a specific.
Where they got their nuclear plant when the Israelis got their nuclear plant. Now they know they trying to come out now and say they got like over 80 nuclear warheads, which they ain't supposed to have at all.
Yeah, they said they struck that city. You talking about it's called Domina or something like that?
Yeah, Domina. I know we might
Yeah.
be pronouncing it wrong.
But they said they struck their nuclear capital, their nuclear city, Israel. I want to get this real quick though, concerning what that dude said. Jeremiah 25:9 says, "Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith Yahweh." Right? There's gonna be the Lord's gonna bring forth a collection of countries that's gonna come against this place, right? With Russia mainly being the fourth forerunner of this, as well as China and those who back them. And Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, right? Which I like bringing this scripture out because it just shows you that the Lord once again is in control of the kings of the earth.
Bring it out again because I didn't even hear it because I think it's some delay going on.
All right, I'll read it again.
Bring it out again because I didn't even hear it. Some kind of delay going on.
All right, this is Jeremiah 25:9. Let's get 25:8. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, we was having some technical difficulties, but we're back now. I'm gonna go ahead and reread the scripture. This is the book of Jeremiah, the 25th chapter and the 8th verse. And it reads, it says, "Therefore thus saith Yahweh of hosts, because ye have not heard my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, right? So the Lord is going to send a collection of nations, of countries to come against this place, man, right? And, Gog and Magog, or Russia, being at the forefront of that, followed by, China and any other nation that is joined with them. We know Iran as well is going to be a part of that too. And this is concerning World War III. It
Ezekiel
says,
38 chapter.
yeah, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith Yahweh, and Nebuchadnezzar, or Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, which is why I like bringing this scripture out, because it's showing you that the Lord is in control of the kings of the earth, and it is indeed, uh, what is the word I'm looking for? He is the he rules in the kingdom of men, right? Daniel 4:17. He
Book
has
of Daniel. Yeah.
he has the dominion over everything that's going on the earth right now, right? He called a wicked,
Always. No, right now. Always. He the ancient of days.
exactly. He has dominion over the good and the evil, right? Because Nebuchadnezzar wasn't no righteous king, right? He was a heathen king, but he's still serving the Lord in wickedness. Says, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land, right? And if you all know what the Lord did to Nebuchadnezzar, he put the spirit of beast on that dude and had him outside eating grass like an animal, and
That's because
turned
he
his
puffed
brain
up
into the
himself.
state of
I
a
think he taking
wild
over the
beast.
known earth, thinking he did it on his own.
That's right. And he was destroyed through his pride. Says, and will bring them against this land and against the inhabitants thereof and against all these nations round about, and will utterly destroy them. That's what the Lord's going to do to Babylon the Great, America, and make them an astonishment and a hissing and perpetual desolations. So that guy saying America is great, uh, they're going to recover, they're going to do this and that, that's not going to happen. That's contrary to what the scriptures say.
Yeah. Read Isaiah 34:5.
I'm going to get that.
You don't know, like you said, they do not know the scriptures.
Yeah, the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Lord. So you can liken these guys that we show on screen, Scott Ritter, Tucker Carlson, that dude, anybody who makes lessons,
Colonel McGregor. No, I just naming other people like you just was naming.
I didn't hear who you said.
Colonel McGregor. You know all them other little military experts like Scott Ritter.
Yeah, all of those guys, you could liken them to how Nebuchadnezzar had that dream and he wanted it to be deciphered, and he called up magicians and wizards and all this other stuff, and eloquent people, right? People who are wise in the world, but not necessarily wise in the Lord's eyes, like Daniel was. You can liken those guys to these people today. They're wise in the things that's going on in the world right now, but they're not wise when it comes to the scriptures or prophecy. They don't know actually what's going to go down and happen unless they look at the apostles, the elder apostles, or the elder bishops, or the brothers. And even then, the Lord's not dealing with them. It says, moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, meaning gladness, and the voice of gladness, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the candle, right? Because like we always say, man, especially with Jake, giving hand in marriage, right? Living it up, partying, all of these other things in these last days, not considering or paying attention to what's going on. You have Jakes who don't even realize that it's stuff like this going on in the world, right? that we're in a global conflict. Oh, it doesn't involve us. It doesn't matter, right? They're not concerned with
Yeah,
it because it's over there in that land.
but what you reading of was about our land, though. So, right, just like if you go to the top of that Jeremiah 25, right? That's the prophecy of captivity. That's the Lord telling our people that he was going to send Nebuchadnezzar on us. And just like he just described, our people was doing the same thing back in the day, living in the land of mirth, thinking everything was good, partying, drinking, not realizing that the Lord finna have judgment on us. And we still in that same time. That's why this place is likened to Babylon the Great. It's greater than when we was in the captivity of Babylon.
Yeah.
And our people behaving the same way. Niggas my age, they ain't worried about nothing but the fucking New Edition concert. I say, them niggas got to be 70 years old. What the fuck y'all worried about that for? Oh, no, man, New Edition, they still can sing. Singing. There's people getting eliminated on this earth. The Lord is judging the earth in which he made. You pretty worried about what concert finna come. Oh, okay.
See, people are worried about March Madness brackets.
Yeah,
Man, you see,
our
you
people,
can,
man, that's if you can't correlate the scriptures with how we behave to this day, you just retarded. We just went into this is our last captivity. We got took over by 3-4 different nations and brought over to this land and got flip-flop from the western hemisphere to the eastern hemisphere, right? Same thing took place when the Babylonians took us over. We just read it. The Lord said, I'm gonna send Nebuchadnezzar on you. What do our people do? Hey man, we still finna have that cookout. They ain't worried about it. And then when they got to Babylon, they quickly assimilated to doing the things that the people of Babylon was doing because they was unrighteous.
yeah. Go read. I just read this. I was telling him before the lesson, man, and I'm gonna do my camp lesson about this tomorrow. Don't even worry about it. Ezekiel 23, man, talks about how the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom committed whoredom against the Lord. Right? Are people not considering? You want to be like these people so much? Oh, okay. That's what the Lord said. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you into their hand. You're gonna be under their rulership.
And caught on them guys. To see y'all when the destruction start hitting over here in America, we're gonna see what guys you call on. Because he finna destroy all of them. And just like you read the book and you bring out Hosea too in your camp tomorrow. Let you see how the northern kingdom really went out to they was like a whore going after them other nations.
I was just talking about that yesterday. I said, Northern Kingdom, I can't stand the Northern Kingdom. Them motherfuckers who think they Edomites, who really want to be white.
Yeah.
Man.
The way I say, what is it? Ephraim is a cake unturned in the scriptures, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Yep. Look, what did you stop at on Jeremiah 25?
Verse 10, I was gonna read verse 11 and be done.
Yeah. I'm gonna say read 11 because they was cool with this. Realize now when you read this, our people was cool with this. They went over to Babylon, got taken into captivity, brought out from our homeland, took all the way to Babylon, which is modern day Iran/Iraq. No, Iran, Salakia, because the Medo-Persian Empire came out of Iran. They said, oh man, but we're gonna be over here 70 years. We might as well get comfortable. Let's build us some houses and some more shit. Go ahead.
And this whole land shall be a desolation and an astonishment, and these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. So, yeah, man. Like he said, we've been over here so long. Like he said, we've been through so many captivities.
Just like when the Greeks took us over.
We done been through so many captivities, man, as a nation.
Go ahead.
Egyptian captivity, Assyrian captivity, Babylonian captivity, Medo-Persian captivity, Grecian captivity, Roman captivity, another Roman captivity, right? And that's not to mention, you know what I'm saying, the smaller empires and stuff like that, or even beyond that, the specific nations who took us over. Our people have, in this last captivity, gotten so used to being slaves and in captivity, they started to like their master. and they become so comfortable in it, they can't see us being nothing more than slaves.
That's why I read in Jeremiah, is Israel a homeborn slave?
Exactly.
It's just like when the Greeks took us over, and we had that 2/3 of our that was ruling. They made a covenant with them, right? Let us make a covenant with the Greeks, even though they weren't even Greeks. Like he said earlier in the lesson, they took over Yaphet and started calling themselves Greeks. But if you I was reading the book of John, it's either in John 10 or 11, you'll get the mindset of our people, right? And if you after you read John 10 or let me see if I can find it. When the one priest said once to die for the nation. Oh yeah, read Isaiah 34, because since that professor think that America is gonna still be cool after this. This is what the Lord got. Want me to read it?
I gotta pull it up. And even then, just go read Amos the 9th chapter, the whole chapter.
You look at say the wrath on all the nations. Huh?
I said that even then, go read Amos the 9th chapter.
What'd you say?
Amos the 9th chapter, where it talks about the Lord's judgment against Edom being inevitable.
Yeah, we're gonna possess them.
God's wrath against nations. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved.
Since you think America gonna recover.
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The curses are falling upon these people as well.
Who are the Idumeans? The so-called modern day white man, right? And what he gets read in 4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. What can make that happen other than nuclear bombs? That's what's coming to this country, right? Because if you read verse 6,
the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Idumea, wherever them Idumeans at, the so-called modern day white man. But guess what? All them great mass, majority of them over here, they're gonna get took out. But wherever they at, Great Britain, they having problems. Germany having problems. They gonna get. The Lord gonna see them.
Yeah, these nations are cooked, man. They're through. What's that scripture where it says, "From this they shall not remove their neck"?
Yeah, that's Micah. Ain't that Micah 2 and 3?
They're not gonna be able to get out of this, man. They're likened unto a criminal that has evaded capture for years on top of years.
Oh yeah, like a vagabond on the earth, like Cain. That's why they got the spirit of Cain on them.
Yeah. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. They have no type of culture at all about themselves. None at all. They've always stolen it from other nations. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh,
John the 10th
behold.
chapter. He's coming to but to steal, kill, and destroy.
You said what?
I said John 10, the 10th chapter. The
Yeah.
thief coming to steal, kill, and destroy. That's all they do. They have, like he said, they have no culture. Their culture is violence and pedophilia, perverseness.
Yeah.
What have they contributed to society besides death? Think about it as a whole, as a people. Don't nobody say, you know what, let's go get some good old white person food, people food. No, they don't. Let's go dance and listen to these white people music. Nah, they all demonic. Now you hear people all on kind of shows. Let's take out it's the car. Let's go eat some Mexican food. American food is a combination of whatever they stole from whatever the land they took over.
Yeah. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hardly, for this time is evil.
Yeah. And it said again in Jeremiah, like the 50th chapter. The Lord got something for y'all ass. He have laid a snare for thee that you would not be able to remove yourself from. Let me see if I can find it right quick. You see, like we were talking about this earlier. You see, they got reports that he talking about talking about invading Cuba.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 50:24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh. Now, you know it's I should play this clip. I just pulled this up, boy. Russia, who benefiting from this war? Who getting paid from off of it? Right? They thought they was trying to restrict or hamper Iran, and restrict Russia by putting sanctions on them because of what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Russia then came out and said, "Yeah, we've been providing Iran with satellite images of all y'all locations, just like how y'all do, just like how the Americans do the Ukrainians, right?" So Vladimir Putin said, "If you stop giving the Ukrainians information, we'll stop giving the Iranians information." Americans ain't responding yet. So guess what? They still giving up them information on them locations. That's why they were able to hit all these spots that they continue to hit over and over again. They ain't just hitting these military bases once. They continually pounding them because now they saying that they in a war of attrition. Them Iranians, they got a plan. America don't got no plan. All they think they gonna do is some shock and awe shit. We're gonna carpet bomb these motherfuckers, take out their leader, and they gonna give up. Nope. Guess what wave they on right now? They was on the 70th wave last night when I was at work. So they probably on 73, 74 by now.
Yeah.
Of hitting military assets in the region that deal with America. All the military bases gone. They saying right now, I just did a lesson this morning. They got over $800 million worth of damage on the military bases over in the Western Asia, what they call Middle East. They done spent over $18 billion dropping munitions and shit. So this war finna cost America, which is gonna lead to what he said when we laid out with sedition among men. It's gonna be what? They're gonna have to call the National Guard in over here because people finna be in an uproar. Gas prices still going up. And the war just getting started. So by November, what you think gas gonna be? So by November, everybody over here gonna be hurting. if this continues.
He said the war just getting started. Hey,
we're only in the 4th week. This is just the first month.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just say this, right? for those who don't understand, America they wasn't expecting this war to go on as long as it did. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
telling you, man,
fact.
they thought they gonna do their little 12-day bombing and shit, and the people of Iran was gonna be like, all right, we submit. Nope.
But
They
what
started
they
hitting all them targets, and not DJ now don't know what to do. Pete
Yeah.
Head said, we're gonna do a ground invasion. I said earlier, the one military dude said you gonna need 3 million soldiers to try to invade Iran. And we only got 1.5. So that means, like he said earlier, his somebody he know joined the Air Force. You're gonna need them people though. Hey, they thin. They are spread thin.
Yeah,
They
I
got
know
3.
somebody that's in there. Every branch of the military right now I went to school with.
Yeah, they sending 3 more aircraft carriers over into that region. Why? Because they over there getting demolished. And last night they tried to hit Diego Island, a military base the UK owned, and it's
There's it right there.
right off in the Indian Ocean. It's like 4,000 kilometers from Iran. They still tried to hit that bitch. You hear me? So it's going down. It'll never be the same over there. And then you know, these oil fields are just getting bombed. They said that it's going to take 5 to 10 years to rebuild them oil fields. So for the next, well, you can't even say the next 10 years, because I don't think, me personally speaking as a man, I don't think this way of living is going to last 10 more years. The Lord is speeding up the times. He's shortening the days because there won't be no flesh left. All this damage is taking place over in the so-called Middle East. All them countries that DJ thought he got support from, investment money from, they finna snatch all that back. We finna be in 2nd Esdras 15 chapter 28 verse. Because all them nations over there getting hit hard. And the Iranians already came out and said, we did not shoot at Turkey or Oman. So don't believe them false flags that them Israelis trying to do. Everything they do is not working. They're trying to send some motherfucker talking about some over here in America. If you report the truth of the news, you can get put in jail, lose your license or whatever, the FCC. Just because them Israelis got a strong censorship over there, what's coming out from over there. So now let's just use common sense. If you were somebody that was winning a war, like the Israelis and Babylon the Great claim, why y'all trying to censor all the information? Why you trying to censor what's going on in the unrecognized state of Israel?
Why they trying to coerce their allies?
Military bases, huh?
Why they trying to coerce their allies to send help?
To join in. Like you know, man, that boy DJ ain't too bright. He just like Nero. He say, we don't need their help. Then 2 seconds later, they should get involved in help. Why? I thought you said you was winning. What you need help for if you winning?
Yeah.
If you up by 50 points, what you gonna call in LeBron James or Michael Jordan for to come help you score some more points?
Yeah,
you already winning.
That's garbage time right there. That's when the bums get to get the game.
Like Haratazar said, when we first started making lessons, America like going against JV teams, junior varsity. You can go over there and bomb Libya, Afghanistan, go and kidnap a president from a whole sovereign nation. But you ain't went up against nobody.
Illegal, by the way.
Yeah, you ain't never went up against nobody who could fight back. You ain't won no wars. You came in World War II on the tail end, so you really didn't do shit but drop bombs on motherfuckers and destroy. The thief coming but to steal, kill, and destroy. That's Esau eat them to a T. And how quickly our people forget with history. But guess what? The Lord gonna wake y'all ass up. You're gonna start seeing signs and wonders in the skies. Your economy over here in the global economy finna crash. They finna introduce that chip.
Yeah, all they gotta do is bring some type of SHTF type of scenario over here in order to implement it, because the dollar is losing value by the day.
Oh yeah, and look, the Khomeini and them, they already gave the orders to the sleeper cells over here. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. They already destroying themselves. Because if they do something, it's gonna be a false flag. Then if they do a false flag over here and blame it on the Iranians, they can say it was a sleeper cell, right? Which will hurt their cause. They're gonna try to get the morale of the American people up to go fight against them Iranians, but it ain't gonna work. Like they say in the scriptures, your men shall be as women. They for a bear to fight. They don't want to fight. And everything them Israelis do, false flag wise, it's gonna come to light.
Yeah, they create their own opponents. It's just like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. It's just like the Harlem Globetrotters. Haratazar. They want this American in a nutshell, just like the Israelis. They want to be able to shoot at you, kill you, and you do not respond. If you respond to them attacking you, you are a terrorist. You a terrorist if you defend yourself. They expect you to just lay down. Let them kill everybody, and then they say they're the greatest on earth. Like he keeps saying, we got the greatest military. We have destroyed everything. If you destroy all the weapon depots, the missile launchers, the Navy of Iran, how they on their 70th plus wave? They still shooting at y'all.
Trump says the U.S. is very close to meeting its objectives in Iran and considering winding down war. You have Americans now who are questioning why America was involved in this war in the first place.
Hey, you know what that mean? Technically that mean we're running out of interceptors. We can't shoot down their rockets no more. They done fucked up our radar system, our tracking systems. So go ahead.
They just shot down one of the most expensive, coldest, quote unquote coldest. There it is right here. One of the coldest jets that America got. This one right here.
The F-35. And that jet costs $100 million. What the fuck that jet got on there that need that's $100 million. They came out that the Pentagon has failed the last 8 audits. They ain't doing nothing but stealing money, man. And what do they call it?
$8 billion got wiped away from the stock market the other day.
What do you call that when you watch laundering? They just doing a lot of money laundering. You know what I'm saying? And now they asking for 200 billion more. So they asking for 200 more billion. They're gonna try to bring to Congress, even though Congress didn't even approve this war. They got 800 million plus in damages to the military bases around that region, and they spent billions on the munitions that they didn't use. Trying to look at that. Look at that. 800 million wiped out, and they got an $800 million tab so far.
Now that's 800 billion.
Look how he look too.
That's 800 billion.
Hey, just look at it's like 800 billion. Yeah, 800 billion. Damn, so it is. Yeah, this war gonna eclipse $1 trillion, and they already 39 trillion in debt. Look how DJ looking though. Put back that picture back up. Look how he looking, man. If that ain't a picture of a con artist, look at him.
They said he's double his net worth.
So well.
He doubled his net worth in the first year of presidency.
I know. He the only president that can do that. Yeah. I did a lesson on that. It's a rule that you can't do that.
Rated there.
In essence, he should be in jail. But they are not in trouble as other men.
Yeah. Very soon though, that scripture is going
Yeah.
I don't even gotta say it. We done said it multiple times.
He do a lot of bragging. And what?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just reading that because he was just bragging. He like puffing at his enemies. Hold on. Let me see something.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip.
All right.
Just about everything there is to obliterate, including leadership. The Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, their anti-aircraft equipment is gone. We're flying wherever we want, Pete. We have nobody even shooting at us. there. Just about everything.
For the first time
Just
since the
lying.
U.S.-Iran war began, an American F-35, one of America's most advanced jets costing over $100 million, has been hit by Iranian war Iranian fire and forced into emergency landing at a U.S. base in the Middle East. So I'm pretty sure it landed in either Kuwait or Qatar.
I think it might have landed in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I was off.
Yeah, they getting
Oh,
they over
that was
there.
a different one.
They got F-15s getting fucked up too. They just had a spot where 6 planes got hit in Saudi Arabia.
Good, man.
That mug just falling too.
See that they not giving that. So that was like I just said, man. If you win in this war, why don't you show the reports? Show all the footage. Show what's going down in the unrecognized state of Israel.
This is another video
Right.
too.
So what's going on in the military bases? Because they covering it up.
Oh, shit.
And if you notice, America, Babylon the Great, BB said that we need to do a land invasion. He didn't say the Israelis need to do one. He said the U.S. need to do one. So they gonna be like ducks in a barrel, whatever they call this shit. Crack. Oh yeah.
You saying what he said about this?
Hold on, what did he say? What did he say? Let me read it. What did he say? I can't even see that. Read that out.
It say Donald Trump tweeted, Robert Mueller just died. Good. I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people. President Donald J. Trump in all caps.
Boy, that boy full of, man. You know how you think how the Lord can take you out? Because the Lord can take you out in any kind of way. Like he took out Antiochus Epiphanes, you know what I'm saying? Like he did Nebuchadnezzar, like you brought up.
Good evening.
He probably got some special reserve for Nero 47, man. I'm talking about he type, you gotta let him live so he still can talk about it, see how he brag. Cut his legs off of some shit. You remember? Let him lose an arm or a leg or get a grave illness. Not talk shit.
And he's still gonna be prideful.
Yeah. Somebody else had passed and he said something bad about him. They was all like, why would you post that when his family don't even know? Or somebody died. He said somebody was dead. And they was like, his family might even know. He's all like, I don't care.
See?
He still talking shit. He puff up at everybody. And the more and more money he get, the more and more his ego gonna spread. You hear me?
Pride goes before destruction, and the harder you look before a fall. That's why.
Like I said earlier, like Obadiah, when they say the people that were confederate with you, they have deceived thee. Yeah, them people over there, he got trillions of dollars of investments from Qatar and the UAE. They finna pull them investments back. They're going to rebuild their own countries. I know I was gonna read Isaiah 34:1.
You want to read it again?
Yeah, we didn't read that.
Isaiah
33:1. 33:1.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, read it in the NLT. Because that's what's gonna happen. Because didn't you just say he finna try to wind down the war?
Yeah.
Yeah, read Isaiah 33:1 in the NLT version. Let me see if I can put it.
This nigga so full with pride. It say he tweeted, if Iran doesn't fully open without threat the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours from this exact point in time, the United States of America will hit and obliterate their various power plants, starting with the biggest one first. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald Nero Trump.
Okay. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Because we don't care about neither one of them countries. All of them had a hand in our demise via the Lord. That's why I read Psalm 83 in the Psalm 83rd chapter. We got enemies. So we don't give a fuck about none of them over there. Go on, do what you got to do. Blow it up, Trump. Make it World War III.
Yeah, we really don't care. Like like it was the elder Manatha Zagba. He said this about something that happened with. You remember when that dude had they had said it was like a mass shooting or something like that, and he was related to Islam or some shit recently.
Well, where did it take place at?
It might have been a school shooting or something like it was either at what's that?
Oh, was that in Virginia somewhere?
Yeah, what's that school called? Old Dominion.
Yeah, I didn't read the article. How many people got put to sleep?
I don't remember. It wasn't that
I
many
just know
though.
it was a shooting in Virginia. I don't think that many people got injured.
Yeah, it wasn't that many people. I might even be thinking about something else. It might have been whatever. It was some stupid. He was like, we don't care about no damn Islam. We don't care about none of them. We don't fuck with y'all. Cause they always be trying to link us with them. We don't care about them damn people.
Nah. They don't have the same. They don't have nothing. We don't have nothing in common other than they took the Torah, the first 5 books of the Holy Scriptures, and try to apply it to themselves.
Yeah. Other than that, we don't give a fuck about them getting messed up.
No other nation. We don't even give a fuck about 2/3 of our own nation. Whoever ain't calling on the true name of the Lord, whoever don't fear the Lord, we can give 2 shits about y'all. Fuck y'all. So I don't mean to be like that, but
Nah, that's real though.
Yeah, that's just how it is. That's how they felt about us.
Yeah, our people, like I said, made my lesson. Christians have no backbone and lack knowledge.
Yeah, they don't have no understanding of history, nothing
at all. They have no remembrance of it. It's selective memory. They the same people who will get destroyed by a nation and then try and go be cool with them.
Yeah, make peace with them like that's all love. This is what Jesus wants us to do. Nigga, please.
Man, yeah. Here we go ahead with this. Isaiah 33:1 in the NLT, a message about Assyria, which in certain contexts in the scriptures, Assyria is Babylon the Great.
Yep. Because Assyria
mentioned as Assyria as well.
Remember, got to look at it now. Just like how the Greek, they called it the Greco-Roman Empire, the Greeks and the Roman. The Assyrians were just like the Babylonians. Because Nebuchadnezzar was Assyrian, right? It was Assyro. They called it the Assyro-Babylonian Empire. So like the Assyrians ruled first, and then some people from out of Babylon, they stayed with them and then took over. But through the spirit of Assyria, America is just like Assyria because they ruled in a cruel manner, especially the northern kingdom. They removed the northern kingdom from our land, and then they tried to come at the southern kingdom. But go ahead.
Yeah, just like how Alexander of Macedon, and it became into the Grecian.
Yeah, and they blended right on into the Roman Empire because they was the same fucking people.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
They got so much, they took so much stuff from each other, just continue on their own, literally. But a message about Assyria. What sorrow awaits you, Assyrians, who have destroyed others, but have never been destroyed yourselves?
America. Apply that straight to America.
That's why Babylon the Great is likened unto a virgin, because it's never been touched. And it says in the scriptures, undress her, right?
And they claim they'll never be a widow. Remember, they always pumped at them. Who shall touch me? Because they think they got the best defense because they sitting right there. You got to go through the Atlantic or the Pacific to come try to get at them. Don't worry about them missiles. Ain't got to go through the sea. They going to be in the air on your ass.
Yeah, it only takes 20, 30 minutes to get over here and touch down with the precise accuracy. It says, you betray others, but you have never been betrayed. When you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. When you are done betraying, you will be betrayed.
Mm-hmm. Coming soon to a neighborhood near you. Babylon the Great, a.k.a. Assyria, a.k.a. Egypt, a.k.a. Sodom through the spirit.
Yeah.
Nothing but hard times coming for the people over here. And we all in the midst of it. So.
And like you said before, the reason why these places it have so many different names and mentioned so many different names, because it's so many people, the things that they was doing back in those days can be likened to what's going on now. Different people from different captivities bring a different type of wickedness here, which is why this place is the border of wickedness. I'm saying
All controlled by who? Esau, Edom. The so-called modern day white man.
And the people are mourning because of their rulership. Like I played that clip in my lesson probably like last week or so, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Even the other nations are begging for us to be be back in rulership again. We'll go ahead and play this. They're gonna continue to send these troops over though because war is in their heart.
We begin right here with the break.
Hey, they got 2,200 Marines heading over there. It's gonna be a death trap. They're gonna get dropped off. How you gonna get up? How you gonna control that island? Go ahead. I gotta hear the name of this. I think it starts with a K. Karaja. I can't pronounce it.
News in the war in Iran, the U.S. deploying thousands more U.S. Marines to the Middle East. Increasing speculation tonight of a possible ground operation inside Iran and what that might look like. 2,200 Marines and thousands of sailors aboard 3 U.S. Navy warships now on the way. President Trump on whether he will order boots on the ground in Iran.
They literally just sending them on death missions.
Hey, man.
Because they're not coming back.
Let them go. Hey, continue. We ain't got no, hey, go ahead. They doing the will of the Lord.
Yeah.
Tonight, Israel and Iran trading airstrikes. Video showing debris from an Iranian missile crashing right into Jerusalem's Old City. Smoke seen rising from the site. Iranian drones hitting a Kuwaiti oil refinery. The global energy crisis growing. Oil prices at roughly $108 a barrel. Gas prices in the U.S. now up 98 cents a gallon since the war began. ABC's chief international correspondent James Longman leading us off tonight with news of these additional U.S. Marines now on the way.
U.S. officials tell ABC News tonight thousands more U.S. Marines are headed to the Middle East as the Trump administration weighs options on how to reopen the critical Strait of Hormuz. New video shows the USS Boxer and 2 more massive Navy amphibious ships leave.
I just want to say this. America, I want to say it was Trump. Said America got the most oil in the world or some shit. Why are you trying to rush to open up the Strait of Hormuz if you got oil?
Because they covered fields. They want their oil. They want Iraq oil, Iran oil, Saudi Arabia oil. But then you got the other side of this is the Israelis playing a double side. They set America up for this war because they want America out the region. So it's almost like they trying to use America to weaken the rest of the nations around them so they can go and take over. But they don't realize they're getting bombarded too. So they feel that the Iranians going to kick America out the region. And then that way they can just take over the rest of the region because all the other nations going to be weak. They won't have American military bases on it, you know what I'm saying, for help.
That's right.
So he say he winding down the war, but yet he's sending over 3 more battleships and 2,200 Marines.
Hey, Vladimir Putin said, he says America say they want war. Not war. America said they want peace, but they are sending warships closer and closer to Iran. This does not signal peace.
Yeah,
they do one thing.
That's why they providing them with all kind of information. You hear me? That's why them Russians, I'm telling you, man, just me speaking as a man, I think them Russians, them Chinese, and them Iranians, they set up America for this shit. Like, they load their ass in. Yeah, come on over here and do what you think you're going to do. And we're going to take out all y'all military bases. We're going to find out whatever new little military equipment y'all got, whatever tricks y'all using, because it ain't working out well for Babylon the Great. Even though he keep coming on TV and telling y'all they winning, they losing badly. We at 180.
All right.
Leaving San Diego, at least 2,200 Marines on board. It's the second deployment of a Marine Expeditionary Unit just in the last week, equipped with ground forces, fighter jets, Ospreys, and attack helicopters. With the US already striking more than 7,000 targets inside Iran, this deployment is sparking escalation. Those Marines could conduct ground operations.
Options did he say they have what's left to target? They hit all they wanted to hit. So what you sending more people over there for? You must be losing.
carrying out raids on the Iranian coastline to try to force Iran to reopen the dangerous Strait of Hormuz. Tonight, the White House says there is no plan to send ground troops anywhere at this time, but President Trump hasn't ruled out putting boots on the ground.
I'm gonna just say this: whenever Esau Edom say something, just know they're about to do the exact opposite of what they just said.
It'd be the opposite. Just like they accused Iran, them Iranians of being wicked. Now he said, "There's a wicked and terrible people," right? If they wicked and terrible, what the fuck is y'all? The F-15 class that rape little kids and eat kids, and go do hunting things and kill Israelites. So what the fuck is y'all? If they wicked, what are y'all?
And late today, the president was asked if he has a plan for Iran's Karg Island.
Well, I may have a plan or I may not, but how would I ever say that to a reporter? If I said that to a reporter, Marco would say, please, sir, let's go to the helicopter immediately.
They're trying to attack
I
you.
can't tell you that. It's a place that people are talking about, but I can't say. Yeah.
Tonight, the president blasted Americans' NATO allies, calling them cowards for not helping to secure the strait. Trump saying they complain about the high oil prices they're forced to pay, but don't want to help open the Strait of Hormuz. But many of those American allies have signaled they did not start this war and they weren't consulted before President Trump launched it
Everybody go
2 weeks ago. Right.
Cities up on many waters.
Mhm.
Didn't he just say he didn't need their help? But then they get to call them cowards because they wouldn't help. I thought you didn't need their help. Y'all was winning. What you need their help for if y'all winning? The Western hegemony is losing its military edge globally. Because I'm like I say, Great Britain, they only got 70,000 military personnel in all their branches. Who the hell they gonna fuck with? Nobody. But guess what though? They got a whole lot of hell to pay for what they have done to other nations. Not only the nation of Israel, but they used to fuck with the Iranians too. The Chinese, Moab. They are gonna get what they got coming to them. Woe be to Asia in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter.
They had Elam in excuse me. They had Elam in captivity for a while.
Yeah, they colonized India. They colonized India. They tried to colonize Iran. They tried to colonize China. You hear me? So these Edomites got a lot to pay for throughout their history. It's like me to see something.
It says the Strait of Hormuz could be opened with a, quote, simple military maneuver.
It's a simple military maneuver. It's relatively safe, but you need a lot of help in the sense of you need ships, you need volume.
Tonight, French President Emmanuel Macron says France is ready to help escort ships passing through the strait once the situation calms down. Iran tonight continuing its retaliation. An explosion in the heart of Jerusalem's old city. Smoke billowing into the sky. You see the moment of impact sending debris shooting into the air. Several people have been reportedly injured by missile shrapnel.
I looked up and suddenly I saw a cannonball just falling above me.
Our Tom Sufi Burridge is there.
Well, you can see the force of the blast from those missile fragments. We heard the thud from our hotel. We're in the Jewish quarter in the old city, just yards away from some of the holiest sites in the world.
Tonight, the global oil shockwaves. Oil is now hovering around $108 a barrel. Gas prices in the US are up nearly $1 since Trump launched.
More than that now. It's over $108 a barrel. It was already $150 over in South Asia. So it's like $120 now here. And then you see how that dude just said they're over here blowing, they hitting, striking over by some of the holiest sites in the world. But what they ain't saying is them Israelis in Syria, Lebanon, and in Iran have been bombing historical sites because they don't want the truth to come out. So they bombing it. You know what I'm saying? They bombing everything, trying to cover up evidence. You are not the people. You are the 48 fakers.
No, for real. And what people don't realize is that it's not the fact that oil is being manipulated right now. It's not going to just affect gas. Oil,
everything.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's going to affect everything. The price of everything is going to go up.
Medicine. Do you know that your medicine is made with petroleum? So your medicine is oil based, right? All kind of products. Hey, and then when you can't wait for North Korea, South Korea, everybody in the South Pacific, them plastics that they use to make that synthetic hair for these Judite women, y'all finna be in trouble. You're gonna be a lot of bald head hoes walking around in a minute.
Hey man, no, they not concerned with it, man.
Hey, they don't even look. They just show. I seen the clip. They show how they make that synthetic hair out of oil, out of gas, plastics, right? That's why these whole bald head, you got cancerous stuff on top of your head. They still put it on. Whatever. I bought it. All right.
Eyelashes too.
You know, we know a couple of people who got hair that's lower than ours.
Yeah, and I don't got that much hair.
Yeah, they females.
They got less hair than me and you.
And will still go and get that synthetic oil-based hair on their head. Whatever
like
color it may be.
Just like that clip off of Boondocks. I'm gonna show it to you after the lesson.
Boy, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You heard?
Yeah.
The scriptures come true every time. Scriptures undefeated, man.
Yeah, that's why women have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's undefeated. They don't want to admit nothing. I
It's
seen a clip where it was women. They asked a group of women and then asked a group of men. They asked the women, would you live on a planet where it was nothing but women? Every woman, yeah, hell yeah, fuck the men, hell yeah. They asked the men the same thing. Would you want to live on a planet where it's full of men? Every man said, hell no. Had me thinking, if it's a planet only full of women, where the fuck you hoes gonna stay at? And I didn't mean to say it like that. No, that's how I did. Where y'all gonna live at? No, y'all, and they known to backstab each other. All they do is hate on each other. So where y'all gonna live at? What kind of organization y'all gonna have? No kind of sewage system, no electricity, nothing.
What he said, stank.
Nothing but yeah. No, women can't. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, I'm gonna take this out the power seat. She thinks she running things. Yeah, y'all always got beef with each other in this world. So how can it be a world full of women? Come on, man. That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
And then the one girl came out and said, so if y'all hate, she made it sound real. Somehow women gonna be spurred. She said, so you saying that you hate men, that would mean you hate the Most High Power, because the Most High Power created man. He created us to be a helpmeet to man. You think the women want to hear that? Nope. They don't realize what they saying. That mean you questioning the Most High Power.
Shit, you hate your own existence. Woman came from man.
Yeah, who you think made you? Clown? You know you don't need no man. You just bitter because you made bad decisions on the men you chose to lay with.
Yeah.
That's why when we rule the kingdom, it will be done by your family members, your mother and father. They gonna choose your mate for you.
Yeah, because that land's not gonna fall to Horton.
Yeah, you got anything else?
I was just gonna finish this clip and be done.
All right. Yeah, because this right here, man, gas went up again. Go ahead.
$3.92 per gallon. And tonight, the new numbers from the Pentagon. We're now learning at least 232 U.S. troops have been injured, 10 of them.
And best believe, I'm not saying best believe that number is way higher than what they report. The number of the number of debt that the United States owes, what they say is $38 trillion, is really in the hundreds of trillions of dollars.
No, they had 39 trillion now.
39.
37 last year, now 39 at this moment. 39.
And the true number is in the hundreds of trillions of dollars.
And they won't, and then the government won't. They say they want 200 more billion for this war. Where's this money coming from?
Once again, I'm gonna end off with sedition among men, because that I'm telling you, more and more people gonna start to question that. Why is our money? What is our money going towards?
Seriously, the majority suffering traumatic brain injuries. 13 U.S. service members have been killed. And a U.S.-based monitoring group says at least 1,300 Iranian civilians have been killed and more than 1,100 military personnel. Allah. And tonight, all over the world, millions of Muslims marking the end of Ramadan and the Persian New Year.
Guess what though? North finna fuck y'all up too. You know what I'm saying? The Muslims, the Ramadan. Okay, whatever. You finna get it too.
Yeah.
New Supreme Leader Mujtaba Khamenei, who still hasn't been seen publicly since he was injured in the same attack that killed his father, has claimed to be behind a new defiant statement. He called the US strategy flawed and says it's backfiring. Late today, leaving the White House for Mar-a-Lago, the president was asked about Pope Leo, who's calling for a ceasefire.
Well, look, we can have dialogue, but I don't want to do a ceasefire. You know, you don't do a ceasefire when you're literally obliterating the other side.
Pause right there. You heard what he just said? Now, he said you don't do a ceasefire when you literally obliterating the other side. They do, them Iranians, last year in that 12-day war for a ceasefire. America and them Israelis is the one that asked for a ceasefire. The Iranians, that's where they earned it. They said it went on destroyed their ass. Go ahead. Before they can get all their military assets built up over their region. They should have just went on, took them the unrecognized state of Israel out. They learned from that lesson. Go ahead.
And David, as the Pentagon considers how to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and calm global oil prices, we're hearing, of course, more U.S. troops are heading to this region. The president has tonight posted to social media saying he's considering winding down the U.S. operation in Iran and that the U.S. is very close to meeting its objectives. David?
James Longman leading us off all week long here from the Middle East. James, thank you.
What would be objectives? They don't know.
Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their power, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah. Fertilizer's finna be high. Remember now, the Lord said he's gonna take it. Hey, ain't gonna be no farming going on over here. Famine finna hit this land. Egypt finna get. He can finna hit Egypt with plagues as before.
Yep. Damn, we at 122. All right, come man. I wasn't expecting this lesson to go on this long, but Lord willing, it was edifying. And those out there listening and watching, man, the Spirit will have you talk about this stuff all day.
Yeah, all day. That's how I'm telling you. Like, we already over an hour. What you saying we talking that long?
So once again, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. Those out there listening and watching, we're gonna close it off there. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakadas.
Double honors unto the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, once again, who taught us this truth through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, we say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel.